Formula One doesn't just create millionaires, it creates multimillionaires, and it does so at a pace that leaves most of their careers in the dust. But it's not all champagne and podium finishes. As we zoom along the racetracks, we'll explore how these drivers are not just skilled at speed, but also at driving their way to wealth. About F1. Formula One is known for the exhilarating speed of its cars and the daring skill of its drivers, but there's more to it than meets the eye. The sport is also home to some of the highest paid athletes on the planet, and with good reason. These drivers risk their lives at every turn, showcasing their nerve-wracking skills and providing high-octane entertainment to millions of fans worldwide. In their mid-20s to early 30s, these drivers are already commanding salaries that would make most people's heads spin faster than an F1 car around a hairpin turn. Max Verstappen, for instance, is set to earn a staggering $55 million in 2023 at just 26 years old. He's followed closely by the legendary Lewis Hamilton, who's on track to make $35 million in 2023. But it's not just the well-established racers pulling in the big bucks. Young upstarts like Charles Leclerc and Lando Norris, aged 25 and 23 respectively, are slated to earn $24 million and $20 million this year. But these numbers aren't the norm, far from it, because at the other end of the spectrum, we have drivers like Logan Sargent and Nick DeVries, who are set to earn around $1 million each in 2023. While that's a hefty paycheck by most standards, it's a far cry from what the top dogs in the sport are earning, as we've clearly seen. Regardless of that disparity, one thing is certain: a lot of doors open up when you're an F1 driver, which brings us to the answer to the question: how do these drivers drive up their fortunes? Well, the high-stakes nature of Formula One and the global audience it commands means there's a lot of money flowing through the sport. Teams are willing to pay top dollar to secure the best driving talent because a successful driver can mean the difference between winning and losing a championship. But it's not just about the paycheck from the team. Endorsements and other sources. Drivers also have the opportunity to earn money through sponsorship deals and endorsements, which can often match or even exceed their team's salary. Formula One drivers aren't just athletes, they're celebrities and brand ambassadors. Brands line up to sign deals with them, and these partnerships can bring in millions for both the star and the company. Lewis Hamilton, for instance, has deals with Puma, Tommy Hilfiger, and Bose, which add millions to his yearly earnings. Sure, not every driver has the same level of fame, but even the newcomers and those from smaller teams make a pretty penny from smaller deals. While sponsorships might take up a major percentage of the earnings, it certainly isn't where these athletes stop. Performance bonuses, for example, fetch a pretty good amount, and these aren't your average bonuses. Take Max Verstappen in 2018, for instance. Verstappen got a cool $25,000 bonus for every point he scored in the Drivers' Championship. Grow your name and fame enough, and people are willing to buy merchandise, like shirts, shoes, bottles, and caps with your name on them, which is why Formula One drivers cash in on that. The F1 athletes sell merchandise and lend their names and faces to products and marketing campaigns, and it's not just pocket change. Especially for those drivers who've managed to build a strong personal brand, it can be a nice little earner on the side. Also, many drivers invest their earnings wisely, further building their wealth off the track. Lewis Hamilton, for example, has investments in the music industry and a 5% stake in the Mercedes Formula One team. All these diverse sources of income assure the security and luxury of the race car drivers so that, when the time comes for them to retire, they have a more than comfortable nest egg. Conclusion. So, in the fast-paced world of Formula One, the drivers are as much entrepreneurs as they are athletes, leveraging their skills, fame, and personality to build vast wealth. It's a world where fortunes are made and may be lost in the blink of an eye, and where the drivers are as skilled at building their wealth as they are at navigating the world's toughest racetracks. Who's your favorite F1 driver? Tell us in the comments below, and be sure to subscribe for more on building wealth. Thanks for watching!